Hi, and welcome back to Ship, Learn, Repeat. 6 years ago, I launched my first product, Caliverse. No AI, just grinding. I spent more than half a year to build it. And now, in the last 6 months, I've built 4 new products, and the 5th one is on its way. Same person, completely different speeds. The difference? AI tooling. And today, I will show you 5 AI tools that I use in my daily life. But now let's jump back to the home office. So we're back home with a warm cup of coffee, and let's dive in. First tool is Gemini. I use Gemini for mostly general purpose questions, analysis, some researches, Google searches, and stuff like that. And I must say it's been going really great since I started using it. Of course, at first I started with ChatGPT as it was the first out there. Since I had a Google Workspace subscription already and Gemini was included there, I kind of quickly switched to Gemini. And to be honest, I don't really see a difference there. Gemini can be a little bit creative, it can answer your questions, it can do some researches, it can browse internet, and basically everything that ChatGPT can do as well. A little bit about how I'm starting to organize things. Previously, I had a lot of different chats in Gemini, as you can see, and it was quite difficult to kind of jump back into the conversation where you left off because you couldn't simply find it. What I started recently doing is I started creating Gemini Gems. A Gemini Gem is basically like a project or folder in other AI tools. You give it a name, a description, and some instructions, and whenever you start a chat, it loads those instructions, so it already has some knowledge about the topic you're probably going to talk about. So yeah, let's look at one example. Let's look at the Ship, Learn, Repeat gem I created recently. So as you can see, I gave it name, description, and instructions. You can of course add some files as well. And let's try out. For example, what could be the idea of the next video? So yeah, it already knows what is my background, what is the goal of the channel, and I don't need to repeat myself in every chat here. So yeah, I asked a simple question and it knows that I could create a video why vibe coding is ruining my life. Maybe next one. So the second AI tool I'm using is Claude Code, and it's for building my projects. It is a command line tool, but it has also some extensions to coding editors out there. Why Claude Code? I previously used Cursor, and I was on the top plan paying $200 a month, but I mostly used Anthropic's models anyway, mainly Opus 4.5. And Anthropic is a company behind also Claude Code. And one day, when I hit the limit in Cursor, paying $200 a month, and the limit resets only at the next billing cycle, I decided, okay, that's it, I'm moving away from Cursor. So I started using Claude Code to kind of cut the middleman. And I've been really happy so far. One thing that is really important when vibe coding is to be super specific about what you're doing and what you're trying to achieve. I recently listened to a podcast and there was one example that was really good. Imagine you found a bottle with a genie inside. You get the genie out and you ask for one wish and you say that you want to be taller and the genie makes you like 3 meters taller. That's it, your comfortable life is no longer comfortable. You cannot sit in the car, you cannot walk in the store, you no longer fit at the table in a restaurant. You need to be super specific and you need to tell Genie that you want to be 5 or 10 centimeters taller. The same rules apply in vibe coding as well. The more I learned, the more I understood that it can be really useful and really efficient way of building new products and launching your business MVPs in no time. After building a few projects, I thought, why not to build a starter kit? And yeah, I started working on a Vibe Coding starter kit. Link will be in the description if you're curious to see what it is. I put my knowledge and learnings in it so I can be efficient myself and I can share my learnings with others. So let's move on. And the next tool is the tool that I think most of people haven't heard of, and it's Google Stitch. Google Stitch is a tool to make app and website designs from a simple napkin design or prompt. For me personally, I'm not a designer. You can see here my early day Caliverse designs, and as you can see, they're quite terrible. And when I discovered this tool, it really surprised me how well it can build a design from just a simple text prompt. I discovered Google Stitch when I was building Vibe Coding Starter Kit, and I immediately decided that I need to have an integration with it. So yeah, after you have generated the project using Starter Kit and you're going through the project planning, when you get to the design step, you are asked how you want your UI to be implemented, and it has an option of using Google Stitch. If you pick that one, it generates you a prompt. You simply copy-paste the prompt into Google Stitch, and that's about it. The magic happens there. And let me show you an example. I am now working on AI agency website, and of course I used my own starter kit to do it. I selected that I want to have a Google Stitch design. I got the prompt, pasted it, generated design, and here you can see the result. I have several pages, and it generated designs for every one of them. I was yet again happily surprised with Google Stitch, and this took me minutes. And afterwards, when I generated the design, I simply downloaded it, added to my project, and continued with the project planning step from Vibe Coding Starter Kit, and the design was implemented. As you can see, this is the final outcome, and I personally think it's beautiful. I'm really happy with it. If you haven't tried Google Stitch before and you're at the step where you need a design for your new project, whether it's mobile app or web app, try out Google Stitch. Currently, it's completely free, but my guess, it's not going to be free for long. I mentioned before that I'm not using ChatGPT, I'm using Gemini, but when it comes to platform and programmatic usage, it's a little bit different story. There, I prefer OpenAI's platform over Google's platform. I find it a little bit easier and more straightforward to set up than Google's platform. And as I told you before, I don't really see a lot of difference there in the output. So I'm just sticking to what's easier and what's quicker to set up and use. And projects like Copy Agent and ScriptPal are using them for quite a long time now, and I have never had any problems with it. And the last tool that I wanted to show you is Envato Elements. It might sound a little bit weird because this tool is mostly for assets and content, not for AI, but it also has some really good AI features as well. And the best thing is that you get all this combined bundle for just I think it's 29 euros per month. I use it mostly for stock images, videos, music and sound effects. But as you can see here, there's a bunch of generative AI features as well, like image generation, image editing, video generation, and so on. It might not be like super glamorous, but when I want to ship fast and when I'm limited on budget and time, it works perfectly. So yeah, these are the 5 tools I'm using daily, and let's get back out. Oh wow, okay, we're back in this freezing winter. So let's wrap things up quite quickly then. So now you know my AI stack. Gemini for general knowledge and questions, Claude Code for building products, Google Stitch for designing, OpenAI for API access and for my platforms, and Envato for digital assets. Why? These tools might not be the best tools out there, but they fit my way of working. Gemini came with a subscription. I already had Cursor get too expensive, and we also how it went with me designing products. So my conclusion, best AI tools are the tools that you use every day, and the tools that really help you with achieving your goals. Don't listen to some random guy on YouTube telling you what are the best AI tools out there. Oh wait, okay. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.